Guys, and welcome to another edition of Father's Day BP TV.
What he was meant to say is Father's Day special because, remember Zane? Remember him? Say hi to those who forgot you what you look like. Say hi to them. He's got a bit more hair. His voice is still not broken as yet, but yeah. So today, as it's Father's Day, I thought I'd bring him back on, and he's been a bit out of the loop this season. Not been a great season this season, to be fair, is it? Yeah. Worst season you've seen? Yes, it is. So, what's your second worst?
When he came 10th.
10th on the Mourinho, yeah? Yeah, so Zane, I'm talking transfers today because there's quite a lot of news going on with transfers. So, all right. So, who would you like to see and go? Because there's news, Saudi Arabia may be our blessing in disguise this year, Zane, because they are talking to Ziyech, Mendy and Koulibaly. So, out of those three, which one would you be sad to see leaving the club? Koulibaly?
He just came.
He just came. So I thought he played better in the second half of the season.
But to be fair, Mendy was like, in his first season, he was good.
Yeah. He was good in his first. He went through a bad patch last season, didn't he? And he made quite a few mistakes. And so what about Ziyech? Ziyech. So, but the thing is, hopefully Saudi can give us a bit of money because they're already going to be giving Wolves 47.5 million for Ruben Neves, so they've got money to spend. And the other thing, Zane, which I think is good for us, because a lot of people don't realise that it's going to be difficult to shift players because the wage bill, they earn high money. Koulibaly's on big wages. Mendy's not on such big wages, but Ziyech is on a decent wage, and that's why it's difficult for us to move players on because of their wages. But Saudi are prepared to pay big wages for these players. They could be our blessing in disguise. So in other news, Elijah's team may be getting Havertz. What do you think about that?
He just scored the Champions League winning goal. So.
Yeah, but are you sad to see him go if he does go to Arsenal? Do you think we'll regret it, or are you okay with that?
It'll be sad to see him go.
Do you like him as a player?
Because usually when we have a striker, we usually play striker. So.
But does he score goals as a striker, or does he miss a lot?
Score something.
So would you have him as put it this way, would you have him as our leading the line as our striker next season, or would you prefer him to go to Arsenal and we get money to buy another striker? Faced with those two options, what would you go for?
Yeah, but every striker we get, it just turns trash.
True. We're after this guy called Jackson, not Michael, but another Jackson from Villarreal. I prefer to get a striker like Jackson, actually. There's someone with less pressure, because whenever we get a big name striker, then that's always the way that we are all hyped for this new striker, and then when they come, they flatter to deceive. So, but faced with the option, keep Hazard and Havertz and play him as a false nine, or get a new striker in.
Probably get a new striker.
Yeah, that's what I think, because Havertz hasn't really been doing it as it's not his position really. So if he was funding a big money move for another striker, then I'll take it. And stupid rumour going about today was that we are inquiring about Harry Kane. Can you see Harry Kane joining Chelsea?
Yeah.
There's no way he's going to join Chelsea.
He can finally win something. But...
He'll finally win something, yeah, definitely. But Tottenham would never let him go to Chelsea, so that's a stupid rumour, I think.
I can't see him in Chelsea. I can see him in Chelsea. So I don't know.
Yeah, but I can't, because Tottenham just wouldn't sell him to us. I can't see it. So what do you think of the Lukaku situation? Do you think it's a cheek, what he's doing at the minute? Try let us force his way to another loan spell at Inter? What do you think we should do? Faced with the option with Lukaku, actually, would you let him go back to Inter and us pay most of his wages, or will you just let him rot in the reserves?
Rot in the reserves?
Yeah, me too. I'll just let him rot in the reserves. Do what we did with Winston Bogarde. You probably don't remember Winston Bogarde, a bit before your time. We'll say, look, if you don't want to go to get us money, then rather than us paying a chunk of your wages for you to go back to Inter, you sit in our reserves, and it's a cat and mouse. Then you either decide to move on to another club, or you just sit in our reserves. And I'll be ruthless, because I don't think they should be holding us to ransom. I just think it's out of order. Mason Mount situation now. There's talk of him joining Manchester United. What's your thoughts on that?
I don't understand why he wasn't like playing this season. Usually, like.
He had a few injuries, to be fair, though, didn't he?
Yeah, but he's a good player still.
But he didn't have any form. But he's still a good player. But the fact is that he's refusing to sign a new contract at Chelsea, so there's not a lot we can do. So it's either let him go on a free next season or sell him to Man U. So how much would you take? Because Chelsea won 75. Man U said they want to go to 50. So what would you say is a fair price for him with 1 year left on his contract, do you think?
50's fair.
50?
50, 60.
I'm going for 55 myself. Nothing below 55, because he was selling to a rival at the end of the day. So I think 55 is a fair deal for him. Moise Caicedo. You didn't really watch a lot of Brighton last season, did you? Yeah, so you don't know it. Good player. Conor Gallagher looks like he's going. So would you want to keep Conor Gallagher, or would you rather to sell him and upgrade the midfield?
Upgrade the midfield.
Yeah. So it looks like maybe West Ham and who's the other team after him? Newcastle are the two teams after him, actually. So, and then Brighton was not interested. They said they were going to be interested, and they said not. Who else have I missed? Who may be potentially going? Apparently, no one wants Pulisic. They said his wages are too much. And that's the thing. When I go back to what I was talking about with the Saudis before, because of the high wages that we pay players, it puts off the clubs who are going to be buying him. But hopefully, a Saudi club coming for Pulisic, and he goes to Saudi as well. That'd be good. Broha, there's talk about Broha going on loan because they're not sure about him after his injury, how he will fare when he comes back. So there's talk about getting in another striker as well as this Jackson guy. And the thing is, Jackson, he was injured last season as well, so we're bringing in another injury-prone striker. That's the Chelsea way, though, isn't it? Getting in these players who are injured. Cucurella, what would you do with him?
Just keep him.
Yeah, because I don't believe the rumours. They said that Newcastle won him for 30 million. And that's half the price that we paid for him. So I can't see him going. And again, probably one more season just to see how he gets on. So I haven't spoken to you since Pochettino's appointment. Are you excited by that appointment? Disappointed? What do you think about Pochettino coming to Chelsea?
I usually have like he's a decent manager, so it's probably like he can win stuff. Because with Tottenham, he couldn't really do anything, could
he? No one can win stuff at Tottenham. Even Pep Guardiola couldn't win stuff at Tottenham. But yeah, I think he can do some good things at Chelsea. So are you looking forward to next season? Or do you think it's going to be another season like last season? What do you think?
Well, probably get Europa League, maybe.
Fifth next season will get us into the Champions League, you know that? Yeah. Because they're changing the format of the Champions League and they're going to be doing the highest placed coefficient team in Europe. Chelsea are currently at 4th, so if we finish 5th, that'll be enough for Champions League. So, yeah. Yeah. If it's Chelsea who finish 5th, if it's somebody like Arsenal who finish 5th, they probably won't because they haven't got enough points, coefficient points. But Chelsea have. You know, when you do well in Europe from the previous seasons, because we won the Champions League, we've got far in the Champions League, our points built up from previous campaigns is quite high. So that means that we could probably go through by finishing 5th. So, but
why do they do that?
Because I think it is what happens whenever there is a threat of a breakaway league, UEFA always change their format. Because remember, the reason why Champions League came into place in the first place was because they wanted a breakaway league many years ago. So they had a compromise. UEFA had a compromise by having the Champions League, and because now this other this breakaway league has come up again, it's reared its ugly head. UEFA have made some changes to the way that the Champions League format is to make it more favourable for the clubs in the top divisions, to easier for them to get through. So that's why they've done it. If it gets Chelsea in at 5th, yeah, of course I will. Yeah, I do. But you know, it is what it is. So they have to make these changes, I suppose. So anyway, that's all the transfer rumours today, Zane. So out of all the players rumoured to be going away, which one would you be sad to see depart?
Probably Mount.
Mount. Yeah, true. Probably Mount out of all those guys, yeah. So, thanks for joining me, Zane, on this Father's Day edition of BB News. And I hope to see you joining more often. Will you be joining more often next season? Maybe. If we start winning again, yeah? Okay. Glory hunter. Anyway, guys, put your comments in the section below of all the transfer news that has been coming out of Chelsea over the last few days, and let us know what your thoughts and opinions are on the transfers. Who do you be sad to see going? Who are you going to be wanting to come in to replace them? Yeah, stick your comments in the section below, and I'll see you guys on the next video. So all those fathers out there, happy Father's Day. So it's goodbye from me, and it's
Goodbye from me.
so take care, guys. Bye.